Hello, everybody out there in TV land, and welcome in for a charitable Marvel Snap stream. Ram, it is up with first if you ain't first or last. Rickster, yo, how is it going? Good to see you, you're good, that's what's good. Gooey asking about the move. Rolling coming in on the charity stream, hitting us with that first dollar. Very first dollar, yeah! Chrome, thank you so much. That tackle, good to see you in stream. Hey guys, how are ya?
I am doing well. The move is going pretty well. We got a little bit of a temporary setup right now. We got no green screen. I'm kind of in the bedroom at the moment. Explosive Yoda, good to see you in chat. Welcome in. But I still got lots of stuff to move. I've got my actual desk to move, my big monitor. I'm working on two smaller monitors. They're still quite big, but the stream setup isn't quite perfect yet. Speaking of which, some audio issues going on. Am I worried about getting a copyright or something for having the TV in there? Nah, I ain't worried about it at all. CRT going, old image, who worries about those kind of things, guys? What I'm worried about is raising funds for Gamers Outreach in their Gamers for Giving event that's going on right now that we're participating in. Chrome's already hit us up with $1, and we got lots of things to see what's going. PDG, it is not 101 Dalmatians, but you can take a second guess later on. So let's see here. One thing I do want to do, I need to get some audio sounds working for me that are not working yet. So I think if I just click a couple of buttons here. All right. Just need to put the monitor on. It is not Beauty and the Beast. PDG got it. It is Lady and the Tramp. It's not the Lion King. I've got a second one queued up for when it's ready. Where is this? There it is. And monitor and output. There we go. Now I'll be able to hear the charitable alerts. Thought on the updates. Well, before we get into the update, Rickster, I do want to play a quick video for Gamers Outreach. So the thing that they're doing, definitely Toy Story, the thing that they do is they really try to help children hospitals through gaming. It's some and Micho Catbot coming in here as well, making sure that you get some play. These children, they've got loads of things that they've got to deal with, and probably a little bit of escape through gaming. Being able to overcome challenges there and beat games is probably a pretty strong good thing. So right before we get into running some Snap, I do want to watch one video, because this video is going to explain what they do better than what I can explain on them. So we do have some goals and some incentives. Oh, Peter Glenn hitting us up with a donation. I believe that was a $50 dono. Guys, I haven't even gotten into what our what our incentives are, and our goals that I've got set up. I'll throw those onto the screen here as well. I'm pretty sure the incentives like $50. I don't have a spot for 50, but I know that goals are there. If you want to roll for VIP, Peter Glenn, you most definitely can. Holy smokes. Where are we going? We wanted to show a video, right? Real quick video. Let's pause the Spotify. Watch this quick 40 seconds. It's a little small, but I think we can hear it, right? Yeah. worth it. Oh my gosh. All right. Allie, thank you so much for the 36. Guys, I haven't even gotten through like their intro video. They've got another video. You guys can definitely roll for VIP, PDG, Allie, if you guys want, because that is the $25 incentive. For our goals, which we've probably already blown past, we had first, and I kind of did the whole singing out there for the first dollar. We've already blown past. Are we past the $60? We are most definitely past the $60. So I've got to tell both of my punny stories that I have while we play some Marvel Snap. Wow, guys, thank you so much. That really means a lot. We're not even like 6 minutes into me being live. PDG, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna play some Snap before I freaking lose it. That puts us at 170 out of our 250 goal. So I've got to tell all the stories. So I guess we're just gonna blast right into those. Wow, guys, thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys, Bean Toes, Allie. Oh, okay. So, which one's the first one? Hugh Hefner. Okay.
I'm gonna throw on some music again, too. So I was walking down the street, and I was out in Cali, and I was walking past the mansion, the amazing mansion, and out in front, there are a couple of religious men, dressed up in their entire garb, and they're selling roses. And these monks that were selling roses, I know we don't give in to solicitors, but I could see that they looked to be very good, well-caused, and they were right in the middle of the street. So I stopped by and I have a good conversation with these fine men. And I bought some roses off of them, and I began walking away. Well, before I know it, the man himself in his wardrobe, his what do you call those, robe? In his robe, his famous red robe, comes running out of the mansion, yelling at these flower sellers, and just really giving them the what for. Wow, that was the day that I realized only Hugh can stop the worst fires.
Okay, and so that's punny story number one. The play on words there being Smokey the Bear, only you can stop forest fires. I did not actually meet the man himself. I think we tie this one. Do we snap for this? I didn't actually meet the man himself. That's not a true story. These punny stories are not true stories, but they may make you ache a little bit because they are kind of some of the master of my dad jokes and my punny stories. They left. That would have been a tie if they stayed in, which would have been kind of hilarious. I'm gonna keep playing this deck. Man, and I accidentally in the command put both punny stories together. The second punny story actually
happened to me just the other day. See, you guys know that I'm currently in the middle of a move. And part of the middle of a move is that you must travel back and forth over and over again between the two locations that you're moving. If, you're moving close enough to be able to afford such a luxury. And of course, that drive back and forth is a little tedious, and you tend to want to make it as quickly as possible. Well, the best way to make a drive quickly is to go on speed. And I was speeding a bit. I noticed that I was low on gas, saw the gas station up there, and slowed down quite a bit to get into the gas station. Well, luckily I was needing gas because sure enough a cop was sitting there in the middle of the gas station, just kind of carrying his cock with beef. And so I began to fill up on gas, and I noticed this poor man.
By the way, Fly Mighty B, good to see you. Good to see you in chat. Welcome in.
But I noticed this poor man, he was struggling to fill up the gas in his car. He's got 2 cast arms, both of them fully cast, and the man is sitting there struggling with the gas pump. Well, he finally fills up the gas and puts the pump away after spilling gas all over his casts. And I'll tell you what, Jack, he turned around and lit a cigarette. Sure enough, everything goes and blows, and then he's waving around, and the cop rolls over, handcuffs him immediately, and arrests him for waving a firearm in public.
And so there you go. That's the second punny story. Drag that one out a little bit there for you. But, of course, the pun being raving a firearm. You don't get arrested. You go to the hospital for that kind of thing. And what's fun about that one is that, the setup for it is just being in a gas station, right? So you coming in for Thanksgiving. You're meeting your family. You can go ahead and drop that one on them because all you got to do is stop and get gas and then sneak that funny little line right in there because there's so much anticipation, so much build up, and then it becomes this anticlimactic pun. I didn't think we'd do these back to back to back, so we're going to wait a little bit on the anti-jokes because if you thought those were bad, the anti-jokes, they probably actually exist to make you guys cringe. Which, by the way, guys, we do have incentives. Let me see if I can pull up my dashboard and check in on this guy, because you guys who matched over the roll for VIP, if you want to roll for VIP, just let me know, and we'll just throw that roll up. Let me see here. I'm gonna move this over here and find my page. It is a pretty big null. I did not notice that, Gooey. The roll for VIP would be for folks who are donating. So we've got, I'm pretty sure it's PD Glenn. You'd have 2 rolls if you'd want, and then Allie if she wants to roll Bean Toes. I'm gonna go ahead and make this an even bigger null. I don't know why not. Guys, just at me so I see the chat and tell me your number. Oh yeah, that's why it's off on channel points. Got to incentivize the donations for the Gamers Outreach. So one of the things that they do is it's for VIP Bean Toads. So you'll get VIP on this channel if you win. It's a 1 in 12. It's a D12. It's normally a channel point, but we've got it here. One poor donation, PD. One per donation. Because as one of the incentives, you can just like, just get it. Just straight get it. I'm gonna put this here. And we do have a couple of VIP only commands. So I've got a virtual dice here. You tell me a number 1 through 12, and if you get it, you get the VIP. All right, we run with that big null. I'm not even too much paying attention. We're just kind of piloting these decks. Ooh, did I hear new cube sound effects? If you hit the 150, yes, PD, absolutely. I think you're almost there, aren't you? I will definitely allow those incentives to be, PD, wait, you did hit 150, right? So yeah, you just, yeah, that does count. You did hit the 150. You're right. Gosh, PD, you're insane. Okay, I'll put that on right now. Thank you so much, PD. Okay, so one of the cool things that these guys do, is they have like these hospital grade go-karts that, boat times hitting us up with 20 for the charity. So this is all going to go to help them, like, one of their massive goals, right? Because they have goals that they're trying to hit as well. And we are one campaign. Guys, thank you so much. One thing that we're trying to hit, our small goal goes into the bigger goals. And they've got these, like, hospital grade plastics and everything, like go-karts that are just these on the go mobile gaming centers, so they can just hit up any of these hospitals that are having children there. Any of these children's hospitals, there's a term for that. I'm so flabbergasted. And just completely invigorate these children's day and their moods and their well-being and their healing by allowing them to play games on these mobile carts. We'll pull up a picture of one before the end of stream because they are pretty cool. K-Trades, I did update. We have the new patch, and the animations and stuff are a nice fresh kicker. I've been enjoying that. Marks, you hitting 95. Congratulations. That is amazing. Almost up there to infinite. Keep at it. You'll make it. If that's the goal that you're going for. All right. I am a little also kind of out of my normal stream element, guys. As you can see, the VHS is actually stopped. We'll just restart that one because that's easier. But also, like, the way I normally have the computer set up is all different because I don't have the same screen real estate right now on the temporary desk. Boom, there you go, PDG. Finally got that update. You should be VIP now. Chat should update before too long. Thank you so much again for donating. Holy smokes. If you hit infinite versus, I get a free VIP roll. No. No free VIP rolls. You can use your channel points after the charity's done. If you hit infinite, I will congratulate you. That will be your gift. Gooey, however, coming in and saying that if you hit infinite, he will pay it for you. So it looks like maybe you could do a VIP roll after all. Fly Mighty B, you got Infinite like 5 minutes ago. There you go. There you go. Did the ladder feel different, Fly Mighty B? Like after the patch update, or are you still on the old patch maybe? Yes. We're gonna yes, boat times. My initial thought on the incentives were that they'd be like per donation, but I think for the $1 and $2 we'll keep those at per donation, because otherwise you just snap in for the rest of the game. But we'll let those accumulate for sure, because it's a really good cause. It's a really good cause, and I can sacrifice a couple of VIP slots. Actually, I think I might be able to pull up a picture of one of those go-karts while playing this match. Do I Galactus here? I don't, right? Because I have nothing good to Galactus with. It'd just be for the lulz. I don't know if I can actually win this one. Explosive Yoda hitting us up with $5 donation to Gamers Outreach. Holy smokes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Captain Wiggin, yo. Hey, you can't hear me, but I can say hello. Hello. Let me hit the hit him with that wave back. Another donation from Boat Times going in for the do we just do this? For the VIP roll. All right, Boat Times. What is that sweet number that you're looking for? Oh, Co-Micro, yeah, Boat Times helped us out there. There is a link right there. All right, I can't actually reach the dice anymore because we don't have a grease screen, but we'll just pretend to roll it. Boat Times looking for a 7. Can he get the 7? Ooh, that one's a 4. It's a 1 in 12 chance. Pretty close there, Boat Times. Thank you for playing, and thank you so much for helping Gamers Outreach in the Gamers for Giving charity event that's going on right now. Lots of Marvel Snap creators are participating, and we are actually part of a little team of them. All of the guys that are in my tweet. So yeah, it's just everyone getting together, doing some good cause stuff. So, you know, check them out. They're going to have some good incentives, some good goals when they're streaming as well. Probably better than mine. The move, it's going pretty well. We're in a temporary setup right now, so don't have the green screen. Want to get a bigger Ram donating $25. Looking for that VIP roll, I see. Thank you so much, Ram, for helping out. We're 30 minutes into the stream, and almost at our goal. Holy smokes. Oh yeah. We got VHS playing in the background, Captain Wiggins. Guys, thank you so much. Yeah, it's in the previews right now. Not quite Lion King yet. Ram, what number do you want for your roll? I think we lose this, right? Maybe we Shuri and hope to win for it.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, they won't know. They won't know. I mean, it's I own it, right? It's a big old thing. Oh, a 4. Looking for that 4. All right, Ram. Hitting us with that 4. It's a 3. 1 off. Sorry, Ram. Sorry. We got another donation for Gamers Outreach just now. Let me see which one that one was. I want to make sure that I thank all of you guys. Anonymous with $50. Holy smokes. I'm not using any loaded dies. That's not crazy. Marks, VHS is just this like old rectangular box. That's all. It's just an old rectangular box. I think they definitely win here because I'm not paying attention. So we've met our goal. I guess that means we are doing a new house stream. We can check exactly what all the goals were. We can move and try to get to the double goal, which would be a pinball stream. I still owe you guys we're supposed to auto-tune the stream.
At 150, we were supposed to auto-tune the stream. So we are now auto-tuned. I gotta catch up. Eddie, good to see you in. Bud. Yeah, it makes me feel a little old too, Explosive Yoda. Holy smokes. Anonymous, Ram, Boat Times, Explosive Yoda, PDG, Bean Toes, Chrome. Guys, thank you so very much. Boat Time saying, one day I'll be a donation. Wait, that's me. I'm a donation now. For the kids, Explosive Yoda. Boat Time's going for VIP. And Ram for the children. Marks. Yeah, you definitely know what a VHS is. Yeah, donations came in insanely fast, guys. Let me see. Can I go ahead and increase the goal now? Since you guys already obliterated it. And we can work towards that 500, I reckon. How do I'm so guys, thank you so much. Let me work on this a little bit while we play another Marvel Snap round and see if this meta is any different. Should we just go ahead and play some Thanos and see? Because Thanos has got some really good colors, some really sweet animations, guys. This is the wrong deck. It's everything small is just. Like, I feel like Thanos is a lot more fun to play now just for the animations, and probably not touch too terribly much. Alright, let me see here. Reality Stone? Yeah, they nerfed Red Skull and She-Hulk. So, like, the top end of Shuri's not as powerful. I've got a bunch of VHSs, guys. I'm half tempted to keep a CRT in the background. Keep the CRT in the background of the stream for when the green screen's not up. We can do absolutely nothing, but we'll get to see the She-Hulk animation, guys. This looks pretty nifty. Yeah, I love all the new animations in the patch. Yeah, Fly Mighty B, I kind of agree with you. Like, Red Skull, quote unquote, nerf there is kind of just nice for non-Shuri stuff. It just limits the top end. And I think the delta's still the same, like if the lane's full. So, I don't know. It is what it is. There is a new meta now. I do not remember how to update my goals. But there is a how-to guide that I can reference. I can move this over here now. That's pretty sweet. That'll help me clog my lockjaw lane. Yo, Crush, good to see you in chat. Welcome in to our first charity stream, which has already surpassed its goal in an incredible way, and has put us to auto-tuned the screen. Thank you guys so freaking much. What are the nerfs? So Red Skull, She-Hulk is now, where'd she go? She's now a 9. She's now a 9 cost. But her animations have been buffed. She looks prettier now when she gets the discount. But she's in line with Chavez now, so she doesn't beat Chavez anymore. And then Red Skull, we can just take a look at Red Skull, because I don't want to misquote it. Wish they made her a 6'8", to be honest. Yeah, that would have been a... Then it would dodge Chi, though. And dodging Chi is huge. Huge. Let's look at the Red Skull. So many things are red. Not this one, though. This one. Enemy cards at this location have +1 instead of +2, but he's now 13 instead of 15. Yeah, precisely. That would be... honestly, I think putting her at 8 would have been an overall buff to dodge Chi. I just kind of think so. Yeah, and the Arrow nerf, I'm not too happy about my girl Arrow. They did Arrow wrong. She was meant to be the strongest card in the game. Look at her. Look at her. Of course she was supposed to be the strongest card in the game. Poor Arrow indeed. Ooh, there is food here. My dinner is here. I kind of missed that notification. Sweetness. Alright. There were a couple other things. I don't remember a whole lot of it. Yeah, you just kind of drop a 1 cost after She-Hulk or after Taskmaster or after Red Skull. And they did not touch Leech. But they did give Thanos his sweet animation, so I'm happy about that. I mean, Thanos is a 6'10 now, and Space Stone is now move away from this location. They hit Quinjet. Quinjet now has a minimum of 4. The rest of the stones are pretty A-okay, though. See, like, this really upsets me because, like, it used to be I'd Space Stone on Goose and then slide Goose into Plunder Castle. I can't do that anymore. Yeah, they nerfed cards around Shuri, but Shuri stays the same. F it. Wait, that doesn't work that way. It works this way. Also, these animations are so good. I love the Thanos animations. They got a close eye on Galactus. Yeah, you're gonna have to keep a close eye, I think, on all of the big bads in their series. Alright. I'm looking up the instructions on how to update my goal now. Alright, I'm gonna put Goose over here because it's fun. And I think that. Yeah, Red Skull wasn't OP. They just toned down by like Red Skull overall, I feel is still the same card in a big way as he was. The Delta's still the same even. Yeah, that was always a bug though, but it makes Null stronger because now he actually works in negative since he's not buffed in deck. I don't know. Overall, I think they are changes. Some changes I agree with, some changes I don't. But I think it is the meta now. It is the way of the cards, and I'm very excited to try out some new things and have some new experiences with them. I think we win this one. Oh, it's under setup. Okay. Now I know, guys. Now we can update the goal. Alright. Now, does that update on my overlay right away. What if I refresh it? There it is. All right, new goal, 500. If we hit 500, I'll do a pinball stream. I'll figure out how to get all the accoutrements for making a pinball stream work, and I'll do a pinball stream. I need to go grab my food because I am starving and it is dinner time. So I'm gonna go and run and grab that, chat. This next video is 2 minutes and 15. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this video while I go run and grab some food. Thank you guys so much for all of the donations so far. I'm gonna quickly just go in, make sure I'm not missing any of them. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh no, it's just the top donors. I wonder if there's a feed. Alright, I'll figure that out after a bit. Alright guys, let me go grab some food real quick. Check out this video about Gamers Outreach. I think this one talks about those go-karts that I was alluding to, and they are, I think they're really cool. I really do. I moved the wrong part of the screen. There we go. Alright, chat. I will be right back. We are still auto-tuned. You guys did this. You guys did the auto-tune, and we still have to go through the last two, the anti-jokes. The anti-jokes were incentives as well. So we'll get those in pretty quick here. But yeah, here's the video. I'm gonna go grab my food and be right back. I mean, it's very similar, Crush, but it is a little bit toned down on the top end. I just realized I left the music running with the video, so that was probably incredibly jarring. I'm very sorry, chat. Very sorry. I really dig those go-karts. Alright, but chat, let's get back into some Marvel Snap. So I will also, since you guys met the $250 goal, I'll be doing a live stream of the new house one day. We might do that as a before on Sunday stream, like a mini stream for Sunday, before a normal Sunday stream. Alright, let's see here. I'm telling you guys, the animations get me. Like, if the idea was to make people not want to play Thanos, they should not have put these animations in because I love them. It looks so good. I didn't save for him, Gooey. I didn't save for him. I had to chase after that stupid Shadow King, but I got it. I got the Shadow King. Yeah, Thanos animations are too good. We're renting, Mark's renting. But it is an actual house, which is nice. Ooh, nice, Dewey. Shocker in the second box. Yeah, I don't think I have any boxes. I think we might have enough credits to get to boxes, but we'll be all right. I kind of just want, the only one I want is Cerebro. Honestly, both times. Cerebro is the one that speaks to me, and that's about it. Got Bishop and Shocker and a title. Nice. 18 boxes. That's not too bad. Ooh, look, we got Arrowed. And it was the last card we played. And Lockjaw still lives. But I think we just lose. I don't think there's anything we can do here, but we'll play it out. We'll play it out. Why not? We'll look at some of these animations. I really want... they now have a activated animation for the Purple Stone. And that looks sick. If you guys haven't seen that, it's so good. Yeah, he got capped. Well, there's definitely no win here. Yeah, there's definitely no win here. Maybe if we had a 7th turn, maybe. Yeah, I took him just right out behind the right behind the shed. We got some Shake Shack. And they did not send me a straw for my shake. So, oh well. I guess I will figure out another way to consume the shake later on.
Shall be set right.
Oh, and Eddie, thank you. I'm very much enjoying the new place. It's really nice, and the backyard is pretty big. It's got a shed, so maybe we'll play Kingpin so that we can take people out behind the shed. It will probably be a spoon, Mark. I think that's what's going to be. I might have another straw somewhere in the mess of everything. Ooh, look at this. We can move into Death's Domain. We'll play Time Stone in Death's Domain just to make sure we get the energy in the draw. They changed it? Oh gosh, you're right. You're right, Dewey. I forgot. I completely forgot. Well, we're still gonna win. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I actually don't know how
Yeah, now we got business.
6 months. Let's go.
Yo, Super Tech! Oh, you got me while I was taking a bite. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. 6 months in a row. Holy smokes. I can't believe it's already been 6 months, Tech. Thank you so much for all the support, bud. They just opened up this lane for me?
Why would you do this? I feel pretty okay about this now. Oh. Yo, Fly Mighty B, that high evolutionary card is nutty. Unlock the abilities, the hidden abilities of no ability cards. And they're all based off of, like, having excess energy. That's going to be a whole new cool archetype. I can't wait for it. I don't know, he might Galactus. Does Galactus really run Killmonger, though? Or maybe that's just to, yeah? Okay. Alright, well, we lost. Yeah, I think that was just Death Wave, actually. We'll be auto-tuned for a while, K-Trades. It said auto-tune this, it said auto-tune the stream. But we do have... Alright, let me check on the goals real quick and see what the next, what the first anti-joke was. Because the anti-jokes, they're bad. Oh gosh, they're bad. Alright, but we'll go to narrator for the anti-joke.
So there's this boy, and he was a little bit late for school one day, at least getting out of the house for the normal time. So he runs out to catch the school bus, gets up onto the school bus. It never hurts so when he had an auto tune, not as important. I'm gonna make that. So he runs up to get onto the bus. And he gets onto the bus, and there's no available seats anywhere, except for one by a little girl. And he goes to sit down by this little girl and asks, "Hey, may I sit down next to you?" And she leans in and whispers, "No, no, because you're a golf ball." And he just goes, "Whoa, you're a golf ball." And immediately the bus driver just kind of like slams on the brakes because she had already started moving. And it just takes this boy, kicks him off the bus, and says, "If you're going to speak like that, you're not going to ride my bus." He doesn't know what's going on. He starts walking his way to school, and he finally gets to school. Of course he's late, because he didn't ride the bus. And he gets to the classroom, and the teacher asks him, "Where are you with?" And he says, "Well, I don't really understand. I got on the bus this morning, and I went to go sit down, and I called the girl a golf ball, and I kicked off the bus." Principal's office. So now he's on the verge of tears, this poor little boy. He doesn't understand what he's done wrong, and he gets into the principal's office. And as I can imagine, you might have guessed, the principal didn't take too kindly to his thoughtful information either. In fact, the principal reacts so poorly that they turned around. We're telling the golf ball story, though, Charles. See, he got sent to the principal's office, and he says, "Look, all it did was call a golf ball. I'm not going to keep off school bus. I got sent here by the teacher." And the principal goes ahead and says, "That's it. I can't take this kind of behavior in my school. And therefore, you are expelled." Well, Kid goes on, goes home, tells his mother he gets expelled, and his mother doesn't have any good of it, says just wait until your father gets home. Father finally gets home. Kid spent an entire afternoon just dreading the thought of his father getting home. And sure enough, the father doesn't have to come to this golf ball information. As you see, he kicked his own son out of the house when he had learned of this terrifying news. Wow, look at the Ralph placement on that face though. Well, sure enough, the kid grows up. Helpless, orphaned, abandoned from society or the small town that he grew up in. And finally, one day, many years later, 40 years later after the whole event, he sees that little girl in a bar and he walks up to her and taps her on the shoulder. She looks over at her, instantly recognizes who he is, and he goes, "Could you let me know? Like, what was up? They should have not here. We're not. Come back to my place. We're not going to talk about that here." And so they step out of the bar and they go to cross the road and they get cut by a truck, and the moral of the story is you should look both ways before you cross the street.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's an anti-joke. It's to lead you on. It's to get you invested, to see what's going on. And then just hit you with the anticlimactic drop. Yeah, very much like slipping a little bit of a Mickey into your drink, or maybe a little bit of drugs laced into your burger. That's right. That's what that story does to you. That's what it does to you. Now you will always associate with golf balls the fact that you should look both ways before you cross the road, which might just save your life one day. I'm just saying, chat. I'm just saying you'll never forget the moral of that story. And now I can go back to eating an auto-tune. Oh. The second anti-joke, I promise it's a lot better. It's a lot better, I promise, chat. That one's actually probably got a punchline a little bit more as opposed to just a moral, but it's a very important moral. Very important. It mostly just looks like onions, Marks. Mostly just looks like onions. I really don't like Space Stone now, but it is what it is. Yo, Weasel, good to see you in chat. Welcome in, welcome in. Double voice modulation? I might have to go back and listen to it, see how it sounded. Because we did have to like disassemble the entire stream setup, put it back together. So I wonder if I've got a little craziness going on. I think I want to draw stones, right? It sounded crazy. Interesting, okay. I know some folks, like, they'll actually have themselves monitored, but I can't do it. I have a hard enough time speaking as it is, you know? Okay, so we just get to keep Titania? Is this turn 6? Is that even turn 6?
So yeah, that one, the golf ball joke for you guys. You can take that one, but I don't actually recommend telling it to people that you really care about. I mean, I really care about you guys, and I really cannot thank you guys enough for raising money so quickly for Gamers Outreach. But I had to let you guys know it. I had to bring something to the table. This is just so much power. There's no way that taking 7 helps, right? 7. That's a 14 swap. I don't know, that's pretty good. Puts them down to 11. Can I get up to 11? This gets up to 11, doesn't it? Oh, it takes 2 power off of this too. I think this is fine. And now that I know, like, eating an auto-tuned is an interesting experience. Like, maybe every time I hit on stream, we'll just auto-tune it. I kid, guys. I kid. I like the little ching-ching-chings of the cubes coming in now. I know everyone's talking about the balance patch notes, you know, but these animation updates, these little audio cue updates, I really like them. I'm digging them a lot. Gosh, I love all these Stones animations. I'm still just, like, I kind of want to play until we get the activation animation for when you've played every stone and you have Power Stone down. The only guess there, Marks, is that Morbius, like, with some of these other balances, just kind of took off. I don't know. Right, like, my only guess is, like, through playtesting this patch and these balances, Morbius just got super strong. They were like, preemptively, let's calm that shit down. Oh, it just displays his power differently. Oh well, if that's all they did, I thought they actually touched him. I haven't reviewed the patch notes too closely. Then that's just fixing the bug and makes them good and negative. It is kind of a pain because you don't know exactly how much, right? You'd have to count it. But this number here isn't necessarily always right? Because if you're playing Apocalypse, it's, I don't know if Apocalypse counts towards this number. I can't remember. We didn't find all our stones, guys. Yeah, so he just doesn't show the power in hand anymore. And I think there was some weird thing with, like, I heard it with Null, where you could swap, you know, you could negative it, and then you ended up with, like, a 63 cost, 6 power Null, which isn't, was not intended. So now it's always a 6-0, and then when you play it, the ongoing kind of activates because it's played, and then the stats on the card update from the ongoing calculation. Which means it should work correctly in Mr. Negative decks. I'm not quite sure why I played Magneto right, guys. Somewhere in my head, like, something was a 3 or 4 cost and would have gotten pulled off. I don't know, chat. I'm really only here for one thing, and that's that sweet, sweet animation. Like, look at that. While I get to hold this card, look at that beautiful glimmer. Time stone? Why not? I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good about this one, chat. We've already got 3 stones down. It's because we had that mind stone on turn 1. Mindscape? Are you kidding me? I have a chance to play Thanos and you Mindscape me? Okay, that was weird, right? It said 3. And then I played it, and it said 1, and then I corrected to 4. Alright, that was definitely weird. Yo, the big O, welcome in, welcome in. We are teamed up today, doing some charity streaming for Gamers Outreach. They go around to children's hospitals using gaming as a means for empowerment for the kids and helping them heal and, you know, give them something that's not just hospital needles and pinpricks. So they've got their big Gamers for Giving fundraiser going on right now. And we blew past our original goal, went ahead and doubled it. Our new goal now being 500. The event runs on throughout the entire week, so we'll continue helping out with our streams this week. I didn't know what I wanted to do there. That's about how I feel about the patch. I don't know. It doesn't seem to me to be super impactful, to be honest. But I haven't played with a whole bunch. I think Mindscape looked better there. I'm pretty sure that's a new animation, right, chat? For Mindscape? I think it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not all of them. So as far as like the balances go, I don't know. They like to do things very, very small and not over tweak. And there's no touching of Leech, which seems to be the problematic card. Thanos just dropped down 1 power. I think the Blue Stone change is very big. The Space Stone, right? And it does kind of hurt the Thanos line and the Leech line in Thanos, but man, I don't know if it goes well enough, to be honest. But what I do love to Big O is all of the art and animation and sound effect updates that have come in. Honestly, like, if the goal was to get people to want to play Thanos less, they did not do that. Because these animations are incredibly beautiful. Just absolutely sick. I love these animations. gosh, and they're all just like, it's not the same, right? They all have unique, held, glowy, oh gosh. I can never say anything wrong about the art in this game. This art is so incredibly good always. Would I say the Surfer Zabu nerfs were more or less or the same? I think the Surfer Zabu nerfs were huge impacts to the meta. Like, people stopped playing Zabu and Surfer. I don't see any reason to really stop playing Leech or to stop playing Thanos or Shuri. Like, they shaved the top end off of Shuri, which is good. Like, the high roll, the top end, the super big part, kind of a little bit less. Like, the whole interaction with, yeah, I don't know. That was good. It needed to happen. The top end of Shuri, the Taskmaster interaction of 30 and another 30. I mean, it's good, but like, does it make that big of a difference? Like 30 versus what, 26, I think? Right? Is that right? I'm not positive. I think it's 26. It's 4 points. It's 8 points because Taskmaster now loses that power too, so it's 8 points. And that's a decent number of points, right? But I don't know, I'm still gonna play Shuri. Yeah, I kind of feel like Red Skull is better now in non-Shuri decks. Like, needing to, or even in a Shuri deck, it's still probably better in a Shuri deck too, but like, you don't need to zero it, you don't need to Sauron it, like, +1's not that big of a deal to contend with and give to your opponents. Marvel characters. So yeah, Red Skull kind of feels like a very lateral move. I mean, it does, I don't know, it does shave off that top end, which I reckon is what they were running for, but I don't know. I hate the Moonstone change. I hate the Quinjet change. But I haven't played with him yet, right? I just hate him in concept. Quinjet going to a minimum of 1. I mean, I get it. It allows for design space. It's consistent with the other mana cheat cards. So I get that. I get it. But I didn't want to see it, you know? Because I liked Maria Hill. Like, I don't think Maria Hill's any good. I'm going to go to my agent deck and I'm going to take Maria Hill out. Like, it's just not... It's not good now since I can't double up with Quinjet. I don't know what they're going to be playing at. I think I just do this. That tactical and unpopular opinion. It's okay to have a huge top end. You can choose to retreat or not. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's a part to it. I mean, you've got Shang-Chi, right? I think like the change to Shuri just blows my mind because not the change to Shuri, the change to Arrow. Because if the pain was Shuri decks, the change to Arrow helps Shuri decks out. It's going to be easier to play around Shuri. Around Arrow in Shuri. Arrow was a really good counter to the Shuri decks. But I'm just not seeing that going to be a big problem anymore. I do understand why it's probably a little bit more difficult than what people want to think
to just like say that these cards start in your deck, because the decks are specifically, you know, 12 cards, and that's how they're programmed. And programming around that's probably like a re-architecture or some very core base rules. But maybe something else could have happened. Maybe some of them could have been 2-drops. And I just feel bad for Maria Hill. I liked it a lot. I liked the agent deck a lot. I think it also like might make it does hit Hood as well. Hood, you're not going to get a 0-cost demon anymore, so it does cost you essentially 2 energy for 4 power. Of course, you know, you Killmonger or Carnage, the -2 version, or half of the Hood for sure. So it's not, you know, you get some utility out of it, but just as a card in a vacuum. Excuse me, chat. Arrow is stapled into control, which isn't even that huge of an issue. I mean, I don't know. I think Arrow was the strongest card in the game. I do believe that. I do believe Arrow was the strongest card in the game. And I think Luke Muncher's survey, everybody who answered his survey said the same thing. I really just want to see this animation. Let's see, is there a way that we can make this more possible? There's also some things that just don't feel as good anymore now that Space Stone... Like, the Goose doesn't feel good anymore because it used to be that I'd use Space Stone to get it over. Arrow's not in here. Should I just put Arrow in here since we're talking about her? I don't have Chavez in here either. I guess let's put Chavez in here. Because our mission, right, is to see this new animation. So since that's our mission, let's just stick to our mission. Sparkles or swirls? Let's take sparkles. $100 credits, let's go. Yo, Anime is Life. Good to see you in chat. Welcome in, welcome in. Galactus Nimrod decks. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with my version of like this Galactus-y, Nimrod-y type deck. But it's definitely not the optimum version. I think I need to try to tweak a couple more things into it. But yeah, guys, we are doing our first ever charity stream. Micho Catbot coming in with the incentives. If you're looking for the role for VIP, it is behind the donations. We're going out and collecting some funds, doing some fundraising, some charity work here for Gamers Outreach as part of their big annual event, Gamers for Giving. So yeah, they do a lot of good stuff in children's hospitals. You can hit up the there's 2 links in chat if I throw in the charity command. The first one will tell you more about Gamers Outreach, and then if you are wanting to donate, get closer to our $500 fund goal, you can hit up that second link. What decks did I use to go from 96 to 100? Yo, PD, you don't want me to answer that. You're gonna be mad at me. You're gonna be so mad at me. There's Thanos Shuri. I took Thanos from like 75 up to 99 and then couldn't get through. And switch over to Shuri and did 99 to 100 with Shuri instantly as soon as I traded over. I mean, I think they definitely win this. They can just... There's no way we're going to activate the Power Stone if we don't have spaces to play, right? Sad about the patch Anime is Life. Alright, we'll focus on the good parts of the patch Anime is Life, And those good parts are all these sweet. Look at that. Look at that Thanos animation. There's a lot of, and even I've noticed when we collect cubes at the end of the match, there's little teek teeks. Like you can hear the cubes fall into your cube purse. So yeah. Oh, in Anime is Life, you may have noticed we are auto-tuned, which was one of our goals for donating to Gamers Outreach, and chat just blew it away. Like the first 30 minutes of stream, you guys just completely blew it away. I thought I thought 250 would be like our entire week trying to get to 250. You guys just, oh my gosh, you crushed it. I'm flabbergasted. Thank you guys so much for helping put together to such a good cause. Yeah, you kind of caught into retreat quicklies. I mean, yeah, I kind of. So you might need to just start snapping earlier, PD, to at least get the 2 cubes. But no, I kind of feel that the Galactus decks I feel always end in a retreat. Nobody kind of tries to see, oh, did you draw the card, or has a surprise, or feels like they might be able to overcome. Typically in Galactus decks, at least in my experiences with them, you just kind of know, like, even as the Galactus player, the opponent and the Galactus player by like turn 5 are just like, okay, you won. You put Spider-Man down, like you win because of Spider-Man, easy. That Professor X and this flooded kind of blows. I've got no way to get in there. Right? So look at this Space Stone nerf. I know it's turn 6, right? But in theory, if this was turn 5, we could Space Stone and potentially get ourselves into the flooded lane. I did kind of bad Kyle snap that guy back. And he was a sore. No, you're a sore winner. You did the little negative emote first, bud. I ought to pull up the patch notes and reference them, because what else did they touch, guys? Like, they changed Red Skull, they changed Arrow, they changed Quinjet, they changed Moonstone. But I think that's it, right? There wasn't that many things that kind of stood out and blew up. Sanctum Sanctorum. Again, Bluestone would help me get in here. I really hate to change the Bluestone. I get why they did it. I do. I get why they did it, but I hate it. I can hate it, right, chat? Like, I'm allowed to be sad about that. I don't know. I want to see that. I want to see that ability come back. Maybe it's not in Bluestone. I get it. It's probably not in Bluestone. Bluestone should be a mini cloak. I get it. It's a mini cloak now. I've bought it. I accept it. I'm down for it. Give me another card that does that ability. It can be a big cost card. It could be like a 4 or 5, something that I don't necessarily want to feed into Lockjaw. But that's what I want to see. Oh, they touched She-Hulk as well. I forgot about She-Hulk. We had talked about it a bit already, but I did forget about it. We might get it. Let's see here. If Lockjaw is really good to us, pulls Mind Stone, we might get the animation. Because it is a really cool animation when Power Stone activates. When cards can't be played there, that kind of hurts my feelings. Oh, Mind Stone's already on the board, though.
wow, didn't find it. Didn't find it at all. What a shame. It's a Shuri deck? They probably just win, right? Like, they probably just win this. We could leech their Taskmaster, I guess? Is that good? Let's leech their Taskmaster. Yeah, Thanos to 610. Quinjet. Quinjet got the minimum one. Red Skull's it cuts the top off of Quinjet. I mean, off of Shuri. She-Hulk lost the power, which really, I think that really only matters when it comes up against Chavez. Like, She-Hulk doesn't beat Chavez anymore. Oh, and they changed Widow's Bite text. I didn't even read that one, to be honest with you, chat. Like, I was just like, okay, a text update. Do I agree with this text update? Let's see. While this is in your hand, cards in your deck cannot be drawn, to while this is in your hand, you can't draw cards. I mean, I think that's just more concise, saying the same thing. It doesn't change anything, right? Widow's Bite inaccurately describes its in-game effect. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Interesting. Taskmaster nerf is actually a good way to deal with Shuri. We totally lost that one. Why is this Red Skull at 30? Because of Wakanda Embassy? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. The dude got to play the OG. The OG. But it doesn't matter, right? Like, we would have lost even if that wasn't 30. The 4 power just doesn't seem... It's just like, I don't know, Shuri puts up a bunch of power. That's what Shuri does. I guess she still does that. Shaving off a little of the top end, it's not bad. It's probably pretty good. I kind of agree with the Widow's Bite bit. It's a text-only update, but it clarifies it and kind of like puts it to what actually happens. I hadn't thought about that. Oh, wait a second. They changed Mystique, Absorbing Man, and Taskmaster. How did I skip over that every time, guys? Did you guys know that? Is this the Taskmaster nerf you're talking about, Crush? On reveal, set this card's power equal to that of the last card you played, if that card's in play. Oh my goodness, yeah. So now if you like Shang-Chi, their big card, because like you predict earlier or something, yo, I think we're gonna get it right here, chat. We're gonna get the animation. We're gonna get the animation. It's gonna happen. I'm so excited. Yeah, now if it's destroyed, it doesn't matter. Card's gone. In fact, this is true for Absorbing Man and Mystique as well. It's part balance, part matchmaking expectations. A meaningful chunk of Taskmaster's strength in Shuri decks is his ability to copy a card's power, even if it's been destroyed by Chi or similar. And it's an interaction that often gets reported as a bug. Hopefully this change weakens Shuri's decks slightly and more cleanly matches players' intuitions when they see these cards for the first time. Intuition, smishuition. Learn the way the cards work. Alright, chat, we're gonna lose this. I know we're gonna lose this, but we're doing it for the animation. Power Stone is going to activate, and it's gonna look so good, alright? I promise. Check this out. Check it out. All of Thanos' animation updates are... Look at that!
That is so good. So, like, I actually want to try. I wonder what a Thanos and like trying to get specifically Thanos out on the board, what that kind of deck looks like. Because that was such a cool animation. But now we're done. We lost the game, right? Because we have no more plays, and it's turn 5 and 6 left. So it is what it is. I mean, I guess we should probably retreat, but let's see if our opponent actually has it, you know? They definitely actually have it, right, chat? Yeah, okay, here we go. I was just a little worried that maybe our opponent didn't actually have the win. I wanted to make sure our opponent had the win before we gave him the cubes, okay? We're infinite, we can do that. Actually, I don't know. So that's an interesting thing to consider. And something that I haven't gotten to talk about yet is the changes to infinite, where it's not out yet, right? But they talked about this in the roadmap, where they're going to make it where infinite faces against infinite only. So that means no more cube donations, right? Like no more. If that, I wasn't paying attention to card backs, but once I get to infinite, I just want to see the end of the game, because cubes don't matter anymore. So I just want to see the end of the game. So often I end up losing 4 to 8 cubes to plays that I had no business staying in. And that's probably a little bit of cube inflation for folks and helps them get to infinite as well. But that's not going to happen anymore, right? Also, part of the reason why I don't like playing in infinite, as weird as this is to say, like, getting to infinite is there's that climb, and the climb happens, and I enjoy it, and it makes me want to play well. But then I get into infinite, and I just kind of want to goof off, and I just want to experiment. I want to not focus every single snap down and every single play. I want to be able to misplay, right? That's this channel, misplays and mispronunciations. And I don't know. The thing that worries me now with the way that it's set up sometimes is, like, how bad does my MMR get post infinite? So the whole fact that they're freezing the MMR when you hit infinite is actually really appealing to me. Because I've always kind of, like, I don't know, felt like it's a little cheap. It's a little cheap once you get into infinite to be able to basically tank your MMR because it's not there. Does the auto tune help increase our cube intake? Gamers outreach in the house, chat. It was one of our goals, and chat just absolutely obliterated our goals right when we started. So we are auto-tuned for the stream, and we went ahead and doubled from the 250 to the 500. Chat has been insane with the support tonight. Good to see you in chat. Welcome in, Gamers Outreach. But yeah, I'm really happy about that, because I kind of felt like tanking MMR, even accidentally, a lot of times it feels bad to me, because it's like, why should my MMR actually go down just because I'm seeing the end of games when cubes don't matter? If cubes matter, then the MMR matters, you know? I really like that. When cubes don't matter anymore and you start building the bad habits, they go ahead, take a snapshot of your MMR, And this isn't implemented yet, right? This was in the roadmap. And I think that's completely fair, and I'm looking forward to that upcoming change. I think that's going to what makes me a better player. I don't think 50 bonus cubes at each rank helps me be a better player. Yeah, the Snap group as a whole, cross 2K, that is awesome. Did I notice that? I think when I checked the last time we were below the 2K, that is amazing. Holy smokes. It's so cool too that you guys like have the little teams that can kind of group together in that campaign, being able to partner up and raise some funds, not just with Gamers Outreach, but with Eggs for Sale, with Coco, with Collar Tech, with all, I believe Super Tech got as well. And I know Val, he's not part of the Marvel Snap group, but Val is raising funds as well. So all gamers everywhere right now are out there giving and working out for it. So chat, don't have to only donate here. Be sure to check out Eggs, check out Val, check out Default Dan, all these great gamers and these great streamers, and donate towards their incentives and goals too. Because we're all in this together. We're all in this together.
Hey, are you guys friends?
Val is.
Maybe.
Thank you for the follower, Gamers Outreach. That's going to get us one step closer to our mysterious 1,250 follower goal. I just moved and we're in a temporary stream setup, so the goal is that way. That way now. It's over there. Thank you so much, Gamers Outreach. But yeah, Val did that 24-hour, and the last time Val did a 24-hour stream, he said no more. And so he did it again, and this time for charity. And I think that pushed him. He's done. He's like, all right, that's the last 24-hour I can do. I was watching him right at the end of it. I don't know how he does it. Okay, we got Shuri, we've got Arrow. Arrow being weak now, moved the last enemy card played this turn to this location. I mean, she was the strongest card, but I think this was, for as often as they do stuff like, as often as they do nurse, right, of just 1 point, this is so much more than 1 point. Making it pull in order would have been a smaller, it would have been smaller of an impact. Kind of like how 9 power is smaller of an impact. I don't know if we can actually get around this. I'm just gonna pass. Let's just soak all this right into Sunspot. I mean, I think that's gonna do it for us, right? And now we've got a really cheap She-Hulk. They have a Sunspot as well. We could have arrowed that Odin off. Oh, we also can't play there. Of course not. I don't think we soak again, right? We can just play She-Hulk now. Or we could just play Mary now. Now let's play She-Hulk now. I think honestly, She-Hulk, Saron, Cosmo, and then we've got Mary, right? It's funny, we went to a Shuri deck and I immediately start like caring about the way we play and what our plays are. I know a lot of people say that Shuri decks are kind of single pilot, you just do it and go, but I just don't agree with it. I think there's definitely some thought to be put into Shuri decks when you're playing them. Got the Sandman. I don't want to pull you onto Titan. I really want to put Mary here and pump Sunspot a little bit. Right? We soak Sunspot for 3 power. By one. They were able to soak their Sunspot too. Kind of hoping they wouldn't, but I mean, with Electro and Sandman, I guess like we were guaranteed they were gonna soak some power in, like we were. A 4 cost with this, maybe even a 3 cost. I mean, yeah, maybe. It's a big nerf. It's a big nerf. Right. If in fact, like, what's keeping Deathwave in check anymore? Is it just Leech? Is that maybe why they didn't touch it? Is like because they touched Arrow? If they touched Leech as well, we'd be in trouble, and Deathwave would run amok. Also, is Deathwave that big of a deal? Let's let Deathwave run amok. Why not? If that is what it costs to have Leech punished, and let's be real here, chat. We want Leech punished. I don't know, Karina. I don't know. Is Deathwave good? Is the question that I'm wondering on, because I think Arrow was a counter to Deathwave in a big way, and now we don't have that. Mary looks a lot more appetizing than Red Skull now at a 410. As far as like the Sauron version goes, right? I don't know. Deathwave is still very susceptible to Leech. And of course Shang-Chi, but you have to manage priority. That's part of it. But I think Arrow kept a few decks in check, and I honestly think one of the decks it kept in check was Deathwave. So maybe we should try to play some Deathwave, see if that pans out. Do I run Taskmaster in this list? I do. Okay. It's also the last enemy card played. I think it should, if they wanted to keep this to be a counter against Arrow, right? If we wanted to keep the Arrow deck in check, then this should say the first enemy card played. Also, first enemy card played would be better for Lockjaw, right? Like, I mean, I know it's a 5 cost, right? But if it was a cheaper cost, if we felt that was justified, then that would also help against Lockjaw. I think specifically that it's one card and the last card. It should be the first card so that it pulls Red Skull. Right? You want to pull that Red Skull. Just IMO. Just IMO. Yeah, and getting leeched early is a big part of the problem. And maybe like the nerf to Quinjet, which affects the Thanos, is enough to like make Leech not come up as early, but I've already seen it. Like it wasn't the only way. It was not the only way. Alright, so we're gonna try it, chat. We're gonna play Arrow. And we're gonna see. Does it win us the game? Because this is a guaranteed win. If Arrow had her old ability, this is a guaranteed win. But now she doesn't, so do we win? No. No, absolutely not. And look, that was the first card they played, too. That was the first card they played, too. I don't know if that actually matters, right? That may just be, like, superstition, but I feel people try to play their best cards first. And it would hit Taskmaster. Maybe it hits Lockjaw. I mean, on turn 6, you could play Lockjaw and 3 stones, right? That's a possibility. Or maybe you're playing Lockjaw and a Hammer and a Wasp on turn 6, you know? So, first, this should be first. they did. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they tried both first and last. I'm sure they tried a lot of different combinations. Leech is fine. Whoa, Crush. Whoa. No. It just seemed like it was popping up early too much because people playing Thanos Lockjaw. Yep. And maybe Leech like is a less of a problem because Quinjet isn't as big of a problem, right? With Quinjet kind of being toned down out of the Thanos set, maybe we won't see that happen as much. Chat, I need to take a real quick BRB. I am bursting at the seams. I want to thank everybody again so much. The first charity stream that I've ever done, and the first one that I've done for Gamers Outreach, absolutely popping off. When we get back, we will hit our last goal. My TV is old. Shh. And TV is young in spirit, Crush. It's young in spirit. But we did hit all of these goals here, and we have a new 500 goal, which is, and I'll update the commands for tomorrow, but that's a pinball stream. So we are going to be doing a new home live stream, probably early Sunday before our normal Sunday stream. I'll just figure out how to stream from my phone and wing it, but I'll show you guys the home tour. Thank you guys so much again for your donations. We also had some punny stories, right? And we told one about meeting Hugh Hefner. We told a story about what happened at a gas station with a person who had two broke arms. And they are very punny and probably made most of the chat cringe. Then we did tell our first anti-joke, the golf ball joke. And I hope everyone remembers the moral of that story. Look both ways before you cross the street. But we have not told the anti-joke for Purple Gorilla. So, right after our BRB break, we will be telling the Purple Gorilla joke. We will be playing a little bit more Marvel Snap. I think I'm going to play a little bit more Shuri. We played some Thanos earlier in the stream. Just kind of goofing off, just playing it, looking at the new animations. Not really, to be honest, not really trying. And we're going to play some Shuri. And Shuri is a deck that I've piloted over and over every single season. So I'll probably make a couple good plays. I just have to think about Shuri when I play it because, I don't know, I like it. And I'm interested in how these new changes to the deck may actually change the way that I want to play around. I'll tell you one thing, with the Shuri decks, you're not worried about playing around Arrow anymore. And Arrow already, first time I played it after patch, feels bad. Feels bad. Arrow doesn't feel good, guys. Doesn't feel good. What's to the right of the TV? Yeah, it's a suitcase. It's a suitcase. We're still moving. I still got lots of move to do. This is just a temporary setup. I don't even have Crush. I don't have my normal monitor. I'm working off of two smaller monitors right now for the stream. Hopefully, we will get all of the stuff moved in on Saturday. And then Sunday's stream will be built up and ready to go. But chat, without further ado, I really got to use the restroom and take a quick break. We will run an ad. That's to turn off the pre-rolls, and I'll see you guys very soon. BRB.
we got business.
4 months baby, let's go.
Hey everybody, this is Alex. Thank you so much for sticking with us through our BRB screen and our mic jack. Both times not only being subscribed for 4 months, baby, but reminding us that we are muted. Thank you so much both times for all the support. I really appreciate you. Hello, good to see you in chat. Am I happy with the patch? I'm a little indifferent. I'm a little indifferent. I think Shuri's the new top deck. I think that's what the patch is though. I think we shaved off the top of turrets of Shuri a little bit, but I think the arrow change is really gonna let Shuri shine. Just I am. So I don't know if this particular version of Shuri will shine, but it will. Guys, we are doing a charity stream today, and all of this week we are in the middle of our move. We're in the middle of our temporary setup, and I just noticed, look at it, yesterday. You guys see if you can guess which one this one is. We are taking it out. Well, we are in temporary setup, and we're doing some charity streams for gamer outreach as part of their Gamers for Giving event that's going on. It's their big yearly event, and it is a real pleasure to be able to team up with not only other Marvel Snap creators who are coming together doing the same thing, not only gamers all over the world, but specifically you, chat, teaming up with you to completely obliterate our goal. Speaking of obliterating our goal, we have a story to tell.
An anti-joke, if you will, about a purple gorilla. So let's play a couple games of Snap while I tell you about this purple gorilla. Yeah, it's crazy to think Sherry can be on top after all these nerfs. I think she is today, though. I don't think she was hurt that much. It was hurt a little, but I think that overall she puts big power on the board, and she still does that. But before I forget, Sarah, because I did promise you guys this anti joke about the purple gorilla, about this thing that happened to me when I was in college. See, I was part of the journalism team, as I like to write articles for the local university paper. Thank you to do. Thank you. He was never a 4-3. Well, see, I think she was always a 4-2. Yeah, she was always a 4-2, correct? But yeah, I was on the school newspaper in college. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He's always not a 4-2 because in negative, he's a 2-4. Which is an odd way to justify that, but that's what I remember. So, I was on my way back to the university when, from writing an article, and my truck broke down. I couldn't actually drive it in. It was really late at night because I lived way out to cover the county fair, which was out in the middle of nowhere. Absolutely out in the middle of the boondocks, just in the middle of the woods, basically. Because I had to drive pretty far away from the university to get there. And on the way back, my car broke down, and there's a farmhouse up, I don't know, maybe about 2,000 feet off into the distance. That's off the county ferry. Okay, we can use arrow here. Because I go over and I go up to the farmhouse, and I'm out on the door, and the guy comes up. I'm like, yeah, so I'm, fellow student, and I'm looking to, just go across here for the night. My truck broke down, and I just kind of need a place to hang out and stay for the night. And he said, you look like you're a college student. What's that cross badge still around your neck? I was like, yeah, I'm on the school newspaper. I guess technically I'm with the press or whatnot. He said, well, I feel bad for you. So I'm going to stay here tonight, but whatever you do, stay away from the basement. Do not go into the basement. I'm like, all right, whatever. So we eat dinner, and I see the trapdoor to the basement, and it piques my journalist interest. I get a little curious. And then I got to bed that night, and I was still thinking about the basement. I just couldn't quite figure out what could be down there. And I fell asleep anyway, Sam. I fell asleep anyway. And then the next thing I know, I hear the basement shut. I hear that trapdoor shut. It wakes me up. I can't hang it anymore. My journalistic curiosity got the best. So I go, get up this watch door. Climb my way down, slowly down this ladder, down to the dimly lit hallway. And at the end of this hallway is giant double wooden oak doors. And I walk up there, crush open, and as much as I could, a little gap in the wooden oak door, and squeeze my way through. I come up on another set of doors. These also wood, but bowered in metal bands across the middle of the door and around the perimeter, really strafing it. I take everything I've got in me and I push that door open. There's one more set of doors, this time fully metal, completely ironclad, and takes everything in me. And I push that door open too, sir. And in front of me I saw one little cage, I'm really just about this big. And inside of this cave, in the middle of the room, with one single light overhead, was a miniature purple gorilla. I was blown away. You've never seen a miniature gorilla like this, much less. A purple miniature gorilla? How could this even be? And the next thing I know, the farmer's behind me, and he yells out, he says, "Stop right there. I told you not to come down here." And I exclaim, I just couldn't take it. It was curiosity. He has to let me write a paper on this. I mean, it's just a small college university paper. Who's gonna believe me anyway, I say. Just let me take a few photographs and write an incredibly interesting piece about this one-of-a-kind creature. This miniature purple gorilla. Well, the old farmer agrees to my request. Says I can take a few pictures, I can write an article, but under no circumstance whatsoever should I touch the purple gorilla. You know, Gerald, you know I can do it. I already have enough journalistic curiosity to make my way through 3 giant doors of increasing strength and difficulty to open, to come down and see this gorilla. I couldn't nearly walk away. And so I didn't. Stepped up to the cave, and I touched the purple gorilla. Then it starts going, it starts going insane. I ain't acting drawers, and it's hitting at the doors, and I start moving back slowly. I'm starting to panic. And so in the bars, I'm waiting around eating more time. I'm bugging out. I pass through the first door, I pass through the second door, I pass through the third door. I climb quickly up the water pit. I'm jet completely out the front of the house where the farmer's standing on the porch. Going, "I told you so." So I look over my shoulder. The purple gorilla is right behind me. I jump into the farmer's truck, find the keys above the visor, headed into the car, started up. I'm going down 20, 30, 40, 50, 70 miles per hour down the road, and the purple gorilla is right behind me, just charging down 70 miles. It gets and grabs the back of the truck, flips it over. I'm tumbling down into the side of the road, off into the fields. Then the purple gorilla jumps on top, right up in the door and goes, "You're it," and scurries off.
So there you go. That's the anti-joke for the purple gorilla. You know, builds up anticipation, builds up suspense. What is this creature all about? Why can't you touch it? What's gonna happen? And it's just a friendly game attack. Diverge the expectations a little bit. The guy who ran the golf ball. Tie it in there. Petey's wife just heard that joke and is threatening him with a divorce. Captain Kirch, good to see you in chat, bad. Good to see you in chat. This story is the perfect sleep story. Maybe, Ram, maybe. Kirch, so good to see you. Welcome in, bud. Welcome in. We're doing a charity stream today, Kirch, for Gamers Outreach. Let me see if I can find one of their photos. They're for all about children's hospitals using video games to help increase just like the overall ickiness of being in a hospital, you know, and help them, you know, kind of heal by using video games, you know, because laughter is kind of the best medicine, and you know, giving yourself something to focus on that you can overcome in such a, you know, overcome these missions, overcome these games, and have fun with the staff and the other children at the hospital. Moving over to baby. All right, Kirch.
Let's see here. Is everything set up? There it goes. All right, baby mode. But yeah. So let me see here. Let me show you some of these pictures, because these are some cool little devices. So, you know, their whole bit is trying to help children in hospitals get better using video games. And so what they've put together is this, like, mobile video game stand. It's actually made of all the hospital plastics and is completely medical safe, and is made to, you know, really be able to traverse through hospitals and specifically that environment, and bring fun, laughter, and enjoyment to these children who happen to be in the hospital. So there's one good, let's see here, there's one good look of one of those go-karts that they call, and some of their goals, the overall bigger goals for the event
is to make more of these go-karts in hospitals that are on wish lists. They don't have them yet. They're on the wish list to get these. So every dollar that you guys donate, we've got some incentives. We've got a new $500 goal. All of this goes to Gamers Outreach to help children. And one of those goals, one of those specific tangible bits that you know your donation is going to help, is providing more go-karts like these so that the children can, you know, enjoy their time. I think there's, yeah, you can see them all here, right? They just fit so perfectly right next to the bed, and they can play Minecraft, they can play, well, whatever game's there, right? I think these look like Xbox controllers, and they're just so easy to maneuver around that hospital spot. So I want to thank everybody who's already donated. It's been an amazing amount of support from chat today. Blew our first goal of 250 completely out of the water. I literally, my mind broke. My mind completely broke. And one of the things that we hit was
auto-tuning the stream. So I'll put the auto-tune right back on. Children's Hospital in DC has a few. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I'm so glad, so to bring this to, like, one of my memories as a child, It wasn't a gamers outreach program, right? Because it wasn't these go-karts. But I had a cousin who was in the hospital for a while. We were both kids at the time. And one of my first memories, or actually my first memory of Super Mario 64, was going to visit my cousin in the hospital. And that's like a really awkward time. Like, I had visited other family members, other children in the hospital. And as kids, you're just kind of sitting there and you're like lumps on a log. What the hell are you going to do? And what we got to do, because he had a 64 in his hospital room, was that was the first time I ever played Super Mario 64. And that was an experience that I got to have with my cousin while he was healing in the hospital. It was Bomon's Battlefield. And we spent most of that hospital visit, of course, hanging out with each other, but surfing around around the Koopa shells. So I really do think that utilizing video games, utilizing entertainment to help heal and to help get over what has got to be a incredibly difficult time for a child, it's key. It's key, and I think, laughter is the best medicine. So I was really happy when I heard about some of the other Marvel Snap creators like Eggs for Sale, Kawatech, Super Tech God, Coco 4, Valentine, all these great names, all these great places that you guys hang out with me and their streams, and they hang out here, and we're all just one big community. When I heard the community was getting in to the Gamers for Giving, I knew that I also wanted to help you guys have a way to participate as well, because I knew that you would be. They just buffed the Spider-Man with Shuri. That seems odd.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I mean, we just win this, right? Where did the Spider-Man come from? It's not in my deck. They run that in their deck, right? It's not in my deck. I don't run Spider-Man. Oh, hello, Micho. You get up here, then people might be able to see you. Yeah. And whatever, right? We just kind of win this. Put this over here. Because we're still putting 2 power on Word World with Sunspot. There you go, bud. Get on camera. Yeah, get on camera, Micho. And so, one of the things that chat hit for the $250 goal is we will be doing a live stream of my new home. We just moved there. This is our temporary setup. We haven't quite got our full streaming office set up yet. I'm hoping to set up the streaming office on Saturday. So Sunday's stream should be with the new setup. It might not have the green screen yet. Let me get rid of the dice roll. We will be skipping Wednesday's stream tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a little bit more work tomorrow for moving some things. There's just a handful of stuff left behind that's like small. Also, I need to box up all the books, the records. I've got some fragile like china cabinet stuff that I need to wrap up and bring over. So we're skipping tomorrow's stream, but we will be back Thursday for our normal scheduled stream time. Then Saturday, I'm going to be moving a whole bunch of stuff again. We've got movers coming in to move my big desk and the china cabinet and some other heavy things like the box full of books. And then we'll be ready for Sunday stream. And we'll do our Sunday stream. And then next week, hopefully, everything's going to be back to normal. I might still have a few boxes laying around, but hopefully, like, my entire office will be set up and we'll be back to our normal variety on Tuesday, Marvel Snap Wednesday for a quick 2 hours earlier in the afternoon. And then Thursday, Marvel Snap, with our big stream on Sundays being Marvel Snap as well. The new goal, by the way, for $500, if we raise $500 for Gamers Outreach, is I will do a pinball stream. My roommate is an avid pinball hobbyist and has some pinballs. You guys will see that on the live home stream. We just lose this always, right? I think we just always lose, but I don't mind. Why would I play like that, right? I would probably be better off playing like this. And so if we hit $500, I will figure out the stream setup with the multiple webcams and all of that, and I'll move the streaming gear up to the pinball room, and we will do a pinball stream. I wish that, I don't know, we might try to do more than one pinball, but just the way that you've got to set up the cameras, it's probably going to be one machine, but we might do more than one machine. We'll see. Just depends on how I can get the setup to go. But yeah, we'll do a pinball stream if we hit that $500 goal, and get some of these children some more of these awesome video game go-karts to help them out while they're sitting in the hospital. All I want to get is you, baby, running in the 90s. Hey, if we're auto-tuned, we might as well sing. Great chat. Might as well sing. So yeah, I definitely don't think Saron Shuri is all that. Is all that. I'm gonna morph here. Because Red Skull specifically did get weaker in the Saron Shuri by 2 points. But it's just 2 points. It's not the end of the world. Wow, I just morphed into their Galactus. That's hilarious. See here, 5 and 6. This would cost 2. I'm gonna pass because I'm trying to figure out if I want to protect myself from Shang-Chi or if I want them to be Shang-Chi-able. You know, chat? They might have Spider-Man, so that kind of scares me a little bit. And we don't have Pryo anymore either, which is a little scary. Okay, there's Wave. So that'd be 13 minus 4 potentially. Oh, okay, we win. It was Red Skull, by the way. Red Skull is still more powerful than Mary because it would have been -3 versus the -4. And he covers her -3 already. Yeah. That was kind of hilarious. I love the fact that we morphed into Galactus. That was good. Running in 90s. So yeah, I think like Titania, like probably the 0 deck for Shuri is probably better because you want Titania even if you can't 0 it, so that you can play Taskmaster on turn 6 and then Titania, so that your opponent pulls Titania with Arrow and not your Taskmaster. And then you're still putting stuff behind Cosmos and armors to protect them from Shang-Chi. And I don't know, maybe I'm missing it. Maybe there is some other counter to Shuri decks that I'm just not aware of, like hard counters. But it really felt to me like the biggest way to counter Shuri was either Shang-Chi or Arrow. They must have Beast, right? Falcon? Okay, very similar to Beast. Wow, because Iceman hit our She-Hulk, we cannot pass into She-Hulk Taskmaster. That's funny. Alright, let's get a 14 power Ebony Maw. Okay, and then we just Shang-Chi. We just win this one. Opponent retreated. I mean, did they know that we had Shang-Chi? I mean, I guess we were already above them, right? We were still winning. And if they didn't have Shang-Chi, then there was just probably no chance, because we probably had Taskmaster. It was probably a good retreat on their end. Probably a good retreat on their end. Alright, I'm going to change off. I'm going to go back to this one. I've been playing with this deck a little bit, chat. It kind of is a Nimrod deck and a Galactus deck that I put together. I'm sure there's other decks very similar to it, and I'm sure that like there are other decks that optimize this better. Hey, thank you, Boat Times. Always good to have you in chat. Thank you so much for what you've done for Gamers Outreach, as well as the 4-month subs. It's always a pleasure to have you in chat. I'll see you around, Boat Times. Alright, so 3, 2... Oh man, next turn I'd have 6, but 6 isn't really any good for me. Or is it? I don't think it is. I mean, what else am I gonna do? It's nice, Yoda. The new place is really nice. Wow, that went in the right order. Thanks for the Doc Ock, dude. It's got a really big backyard. It's gonna have a perfect place for cornhole. I've got my own office. We're not in it tonight. We're in the bedroom tonight with the CRT. Which, by the way, chat, have you figured out what movie this one is yet? And it's like I said, it's nice. I like it. I got confused on how I'm playing this game. So yeah, I've got my own office. We're gonna get that set up on Saturday. I'm gonna end up having like 2 desks, which will be really nice. I don't know what we'll do for the backdrop yet. I probably won't have the green screen in time. Wow. Just lucked our way into Knoll. I don't know if that's actually any good. We have a board game room. It's not set up yet, but we're going to put a nice table in there that has like a recessed inside with felt. And it's got bookshelves on it to put all the board games on. Then we have like both of our like entertainment rooms for like living rooms are very, and you're absolutely right, Yoda, it's ants. They're very rectangular. So it's going to be kind of weird trying to figure out, because we had very square rooms before and this sectional is very square. So we're going to have to probably break the sectional up into 2 pieces. But yeah, we moved primarily this past weekend, Crush. And to let you know when you can stop by, come on down. But we moved primarily this past weekend. Like I said, the 2 desks for my office are still over there. They're coming in on Saturday. I still have a lot, like my Super Nintendo, my GameCube, my PlayStation 4, my Wii U, all of that stuff is still over there, so we got to get that stuff this weekend. So we will be skipping tomorrow's stream, the Wednesday stream, because I'm going to use that day for packing and getting some of the other stuff over here. But we'll be back on Thursday, and then hopefully Sunday we'll be in our permanent setup. And I don't know, what do you guys think? You've had about an entire stream of the CRT in the background. With the new desk, I'm gonna have the ability to do both green screen and non-green screen streams. For non-green screen, you guys kind of like the little distraction in the background. Kind of fits with our 90s nostalgia that we end up going down so often. And also give me a reason. I've got 20 to 30 VHSs. Give me a reason to play them. Maybe. When's the cornhole tournament? Oh, we'll see about that, Yoda. We'll see about that. I mean, I'm pretty good myself, I feel. Definitely going to be doing some hosting at this place, without a doubt. I'm pretty excited for like 4th of July. That's normally good cornhole weather, you know what I mean, Yoda? So maybe then. I don't know, I'm either cornhole and billiards or pool are two things that are very similar to me, where I'm either really freaking good at it or I really suck, and it just depends on the day. Yeah, peak cornhole for sure, Yoda. I'm honestly just kind of excited to be able to do that again too. Playing some cornhole. Because our last place, it was a little hilly, so like one side had a weird advantage or disadvantage depending on how you looked at it. And it was also kind of in the way of where people would normally kind of sit sometimes. So it just didn't work out as well, is what I'm getting at. It just didn't work out as well. I mean, don't they always win this? I don't see how they don't always win this. Actually, I don't see how they ever win this, right? Yeah, it depends on how many drinks you had, if you're good at cornhole or not. And Dad Tackle, I thought it was that way for a long time. But then I've had days where I'll start playing sober and be really good and still be really good, even after I've had a couple of drinks. And then days where it's the opposite, where I just start off bad and then I just stay bad. Beer pong. I am better at beer pong drunk. That's just the way that works. But cornhole, it's really just what side of the what side of the bed did I wake up, and was it the cornhole side? Better at cornhole, but worse at pool. I think I'm better at pool sober. I think. I don't know. I haven't played pool in a really long time. Yo, I've been waiting for enough boosters, specifically for this Venom. It's golden, and it's got the yellow Kirby dots. So we're going to get it up to that legendary border color. Ah, the perfect piss card. The perfect piss card. We've got the piss-colored gold background back. Background. Wow, I mispronounced background as ground back. It might be a little late, chat. But yeah, like the yellow Kirby dots on that too. I only hold my borders at gray, and that's because they have like a very flat paper feel to them. And that's the Inkifies. There's a little bit of color coordination, but I like my Inkifies to feel like plain paper cards, which happens if you don't get the 3D effect in the animation. Everything else I always go up to infinite. That card I'm going to leave it gold. It looks too good. Also with the Kirby sparkles, it just looks way too good. That's perfect. Oof. Absolutely love it. Look at it. Oh, and the did it always do that? Is it just because oh, it's table. We've played against table before. Hello, table. It's probably always done that with the Kirby dots where it splashes as you pull it up. And I'm just now noticing it because we just had a patch drop that added other visual effects. But gosh, I'm mesmerized. I'm mesmerized by the art in this game. There's no doubt about it. The art in this game is just the bee's knees. It's the best art that there's ever been in the game. Jim kicked your butt today, Dad Tactical? Was it leg day? I hope you're not skipping leg day. I got my... Oh, well, thank you for that, table. I got all my workout for the entire year on Saturday when I was moving stuff around. And I didn't even move that much. My roommate's brother did most of the work. Shout outs to him. But to be young and able, I mean, he's still, you know, good old college boy, so... I kind of wanted that on reveal to go off, Juggernaut. That was rude. It was leg day. See, you said it kicked your butt, and I figured it had to be leg day. I mean, leg day is just brutal. That's all there is to it. I don't see how we win this at all, chat. I think we've lost this one. Yeah. How? GG's, table. GG's. This death is really good too. It's got the rainbow Kirby. Rainbow crackle flare. You added another workout to leg day? Oh my goodness, Dad Tactical. Yeah, trying to operate a clutch after leg day is probably, especially adding a new workout. I'm sure the automatic truck came in handy. I cannot claim to know how to drive a stick shift. I can, however, say that I've gotten a manual car up to second gear before and then ran out of road. So I have technically driven a stick shift, but to claim that I know how to do it would be a falsehood. Yo, Flappy Clappy, good to see you in chat. Your Venom variant is a variant. Yeah. I saw you do the point, and I was like, we've played table before. Yeah, no, I know you. I know, no, you're not sniping, but yeah, the Venom, we just got the gold border on it, like literally table. Before our match, I upgraded it to the gold border, which kind of finishes it off because it's got the gold crackle and the gold background, and now we got the gold border. So you were the first one to see that card in all of its glory. GG's, by the way. Let me throw some GG's at you. Boom. But yeah, we're doing a little charity stream tonight, table. Doing some good stuff for Gamers Outreach. Their big Gamers for Giving event is going on right now, so a lot of the Marvel Snap community members and content creators and streamers are participating. And when I heard about it and they invited me to join along, I could not say no. I was ecstatic and happy.
to have the opportunity for sure. Or just do this, why not? But yeah, they support a lot of good activities and missions, is that the word, for children's hospitals. One of the coolest things that they've got is like this, wow, they altar of death dust.
Enough said, bub.
Wow. Wow. The altar of death dust. Pretty rude. But they've got these hospital grade go-karts that they call them go-karts because they're just these carts that have a video game console and the controllers, and they've been doing VR therapy as well to help with the kids' healing process and their enjoyment of just being in a hospital, because hospitals are not fun places to be, especially when you're a young human being, and you're supposed to be out enjoying the sun and playing and having fun and hanging out with your friends. So they do a lot to help in that regard, and have these units on wheels, these go-karts that they can just slide from hospital room to hospital room. And part of their bigger goals, we've got a $500 goal here for a pinball stream where I will stream some pinball action. It'll take me a little bit of setup to get the cameras and stuff, but I think it might be a lot of fun. They have some bigger goals, and one of the bigger things that they are working towards is to make more of those go-karts and get them to hospitals that are currently on the wish list. So if you were wondering, like, what's the tangible thing that we've all been kind of working towards and supporting here, there's one example of how they put that money to use and how they're planning to use specifically the fundraising funds for this campaign. They're looking to specifically hit places that are on the wish list. And then if they hit their top goal, which next stream I'll make sure that I've got the information out in front of me, because I don't want to misquote what the top number is, the top goal number that they're shooting for. But if they hit their top goal, then they're looking to get some of those go-karts international and get them out to other countries that really need them. So yeah, really good stuff, and I cannot thank Chad enough for all of the support that you've given Gamers Outreach on tonight's stream. It's been absolutely amazing. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm so happy that I got a chance to participate in it. So yeah, I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. So we'll be doing this all week. We'll do it on Thursday's stream and Sunday's stream as well, and just see what all we can get going and what funds we can put together to help out these wonderful kids. Do I want a Zola now? Probably not, right? Quinn's locked in. So I think I want a Zola later, and I want a Zola the Nimrod, right? Of course. Or do I want a Zola the Nimrod? Or like put this here and eat the Nimrod? Let's find out. Let's find out. Oh, we got leeched. We got leeched. We got leeched on turn 5. It's still not enough to beat us, right? Because you're not winning Kiln. I've got 14 power over here. If you Shang-Chi this, then I win the other 2 lanes. So I'm pretty sure we win this, even though we got leeched. Yeah, good call out, Table. One of the donation goals that we hit for Gamers for Outreach, one of the ones I did for this channel, is to auto-tune the stream. So we hit that pretty early on in the stream, and so we've been auto-tuned the entire stream, except for
when we switched it up to narrator to tell some of the worst fun stories and anti-jokes that I have ever heard, and they are going to take these and spread them to their family and friends and tell them the jokes as well.
Or maybe that's at least my hope on it. Yeah, making sure I didn't accidentally leave it on. I appreciate that table. I do. Well, chat, this is gonna bring us towards the end of tonight's stream. It is past 10 o'clock, and that is when our stream ends. Again, thank you guys so terribly much for the amazing amount of support. Like I said, like I set the $250 goal because I thought that like on Sunday we might reach that, and you guys came in and just obliterated it within like the first 30 minutes of stream. I know the game. I'm not gonna choke up. I know that gamers are really good people. And you see that in all the charitable causes that happen all the time at conventions, at events, on streams. And you guys coming out on this channel to support Gamers Outreach and show that charity, to see the streamers in Marvel Snap, Eggs, Valentine, Default Dan. I'm missing some folks. I know I am. Super Tech God, all these other folks who are also doing this charitable cause and coming together. You guys are the best community. You guys are the best community, which brings me to the thing that I said once. I've said it twice, and I'll say it a million times. Marvel Snap is a shit ton of fun, but it's more fun when I get to play it here with all of you live on twitch.tv. Don't forget to keep your eyes out on the credits, whether you are chatting, lurking, watching, donating, subscribing, following, or just being awesome, and you were being awesome. Your name will show up in the credits, because this is as much your show as it is mine. We'll see you Thursday, chat. Thank you much.
Alrighty, chat. We're gonna go over and we're gonna raid Coco 4 to keep the gamers for giving spirit alive. Coco 4, also a Marvel Snap gamer who is giving. So make sure, chat, to give him all of the galaxy hearts and love as we go over and raid Coco 4. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.